everyone, welcome to Bubble Food X. Long time no see. Thank you all for your patience waiting for me to have a rest in the last few weeks. For those who don't know me, the first time visit Bubble Food X, my name is Yuhan. I'm from Taiwan and now living in Sydney. I know in my last episode I mentioned that I will share with you the video of how to cook the Taiwanese braised pork and egg. I have to say that video is a little bit longer and I'm still in the process of editing it. So today I'm going to share with you an important kitchen hack. It's about how to clean your burnt pan and pot like this. I think most of the time that when you see this, you feel very frustrated. So do I, but this time is different when I saw these two pans because I finally get a chance to be able to show you how to clean this without any difficult effort. The only thing that we need is the baking soda and also some water. Of course, we also need some time. Okay, long story short, let's get started. Today, I'm going to use different type of pots to be the example. The first one is the ceramic pot. So this is the pot coated by ceramic. Never use stainless wool to wash it, otherwise it will ruin the coated. The other one obviously is the stainless steel pot, and this kind of situation I think is familiar to everyone. You will find that even you put this kind of pot into the dishwasher, it usually won't be able to wash everything off, and even you try to use the normal dishwashing liquid, it doesn't really work as well. So today the thing we'll do is some miracle job is baking soda. Okay, let's start to do it now. Firstly, that we need to add the baking soda into the pot. I usually will specifically make sure that the baking soda can cover the seriously burned part. And usually regarding how much baking soda you need to use, I usually will use around 2 to 3 tablespoons of baking soda. But because baking soda is pretty cheap, I will just add as much as I like, so it doesn't really matter. And the next step is we have to add the water. Make sure, this step is important, make sure that the water you add can cover all the burn part. Otherwise, that the burn part that is not covered by the water won't get boiled by the baking soda water. It's not enough, that needs some more water. Okay. Now, the water usually already cover all the burning stain mark. And the next thing that we have to do is to use the high flame to bring the water to boil. To make the process quicker, we can put the lid onto the pot so it will be quicker. Let's do the same for the stainless steel pot. Well, this one is quite seriously burned. Let's do the same. Make sure that the baking soda powder is covered most of the burn part. And then add the water. Make sure, it is very important, I'll emphasize it again, make sure the water cover all the burning stain that you want to wash off. The same step that what we are going to do is to turn on the fire. Use the highest flame to bring the water to boil. It usually takes around 10 minutes. Okay, now we just let times work. During this period of time, I would like to emphasize with you again to make sure that the water level cover all the burn stain mark. The reason is because it won't work if you didn't do so. The reason is because the baking soda water won't have the chance to do its job until the stain mark. The other thing is, if your pot or pan is seriously burned, you might want to repeat this procedure for 2 times. I don't think you will need 3 times because it usually works for me. If I do the second time, it will become a shiny pot and pan again. Okay, let's wait for the miracle to happen. As you can see, the water starts to boil now. So what we have to do is to take off the lid, otherwise the water might overflow. And we will let it boil for 10 minutes. The stainless steel pot is not boiled yet, so we keep the lids on and wait until it is boiled. As you can see, the stainless steel pot is boiling. Oh, it's leaking. Yeah, so once it is boiled, make sure that you quickly take off the lid, otherwise you will like what happened just now. The lid, the water might overflow and you have to clean the stove again. But yeah, not a problem. Now we are going to, this one also need to boil for another 10 minutes to make sure the burn thing that can comes off easily later on. Sometimes stainless steel pan and pots take a little bit longer for you to bring it to boil. The reason is because stainless steel pot, if you have a good quality one, they are usually thicker and it takes a little bit longer for them to make the water boiled. And as you can see, compared with this aluminum ceramic coated pot, this stainless steel pan's water is not boiled as crazy as this one, but it's totally fine. As long as your water is boiling like this, it will be fine. Time's up for the ceramic pot. Let's turn the flame off. Once the time is up, turn the flame off and wait until it cools down before you wash it. It will hurt your sink's pipeline if you directly pour the hot water into the sink. So wait until it's cooled down. And this one is still going, so we have to wait for another 6 minutes. Another 6 minutes after, now this one is also boiled for 10 minutes now. So we can turn off the flame as well. We need to wait until burst water cools down before we can start to wash it. While we are waiting for the water to cool down, I have several tips we'd like to share with you. As you can see just now, because I'm filming the video, I'm not able to quickly take off the lid, and obviously the water or the boiling water overflow the pot, and which means I have to clean the stove afterward. So make sure once the water is boiled, quickly take off the lid of the pot and keep boiling it for another 10 minutes. As you can see, sometimes that you might think that whether you need to boil longer, it's actually fine. So it's not necessary saying that you can only boil it for 10 minutes, you can boil it for a little bit longer, but make sure that because the water will evaporate, so make sure the water level is not getting too low. And it's not necessary for you to boil it for very long. If you found that you're burning the situation, your pot get burned very seriously, you just need to repeat this procedure instead of boiling it for a longer time. We'll come back after the water get cooled down. Hello everyone, we are back again. It's 40 minutes afterward, and I touched the side of the pot. It's not hot anymore, so I was able to start to clean it now. Let's do the ceramic part first. We pour the water off, all those dirty stuff. See, a lot of burnt part is already disappeared, isn't it? And at this stage, you can use either a little bit more of baking soda, or you want to use dishwashing liquid, it burns fine. Or if you just want to wash it directly with water without any cleaner, it's actually work as well. But I usually prefer to use baking soda again, because I found that actually baking soda actually work better than dishwashing liquid when we try to clean the burn stuff that stick on the pot. And for the ceramic pot, as I mentioned before, never use this type of steel wool at all, because this will hurt the coating. Use this type of sponge that is more gentle, and we just need to wash it as normal. And see, I don't need to use any strands at all, and all the dirty stuff comes off. Oh, it gets shiny! wash the bottom of your pot and the side of your pot as well. But yeah, mainly the burnt stuff is already comes up. It is inevitable that you can see there is some scratch in my pot. I think that is normal when you use those kind of coating pot. I try to avoid it as much as I can, because if this kind of coated pot gets scratched too much, you have to throw it away and buy a new one. As you can see, this is stainless steel pot. Pour the water away. And this one, you can see there is actually more dirty stuff than on the pot. So I think that I will put a little bit more baking soda on it. But it's actually not necessary to put additional baking soda. That's my personal preference. When you wash the stainless steel pot, I recommend using this kind of steel wool because it is more stronger. And if you use, it's also okay for you to use this type of softer one. But if you have a very serious burn pot, this one is not that bad. But yeah, it's a little bit like this. I will always use this one actually. So let's see what's happened. See, I don't need to use any strands, and all dirty stuff comes off. It always feels therapeutic when you see those dirty stuff comes off. See the shining pot? So therapeutic. I love this process. Yang! We turn the burnt pot and pan into this shining pot and pan with this simple baking soda. As I mentioned before, if your pan or pot is seriously burned, you might want to repeat this procedure again. But most of the time, I would say 80% of the time, that I only need to do it one time. I don't need to do it again. So I hope this little tip helped you. If you have any question, feel free to leave the comment below, and I will see you next week in another video. Bye bye. Bye.